Hello, hello. We're here.
Hey, hey,
How's it
hey.
going, man? How's it going?
Well, funny you should ask. We wake up this morning. You and I had a little rendezvous. I go upstairs, see my girlfriend, and she's sick.
Oh
And
no.
then I just went up right before the show, and she had thrown up. So
Oh,
I'm doing okay, but I'm like, Lysol everything,
yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. We took some medicine. We got some Zicam. I don't know if you know what Zicam is. You like put it in your
No
nose and you
clue.
snort it. And my grandma swears by it. Well, swore by it. But then she died, so I'm not sure actually if I can trust her. Should be all right. Should be all right. I think those are unrelated.
When are you starting your stand-up comedy career?
About 40 seconds ago.
Yeah. Mm. I think you have to be paid for it to be a career.
No, no,
Oh, okay.
no. They all die young anyway. What's the sense of having money if you can't spend it?
Fair.
How
Fair.
are you? How's the Grand Canary Island?
It is still here. I mean, I woke up this morning, I went to the gym. I got back from the gym and I wasn't dead. So
You bastard. I need to go to the gym more often. Much more often.
I need to go more often as well.
We should
Still not enough.
be like accountability buddies or something. Would you be
Hey,
my
that's a great
accountability
idea.
partner? We already talk all the time. We could just like we could get on a treadmill and talk. Just do it on a
We're
treadmill.
our own worst enemies
I
because
know.
I spend way more time talking to you than I should probably spend a bit more of that time in the gym.
Yep. I told Vika, my girlfriend, for those that don't know, that's her name, Vika. Victoria. It's short for Victoria. Um, I told her, I'm like, you could sit in bed and feel better, but watch the live stream. I'm like, never mind. You watch us every day, all day long. Like she already knows everything about
That's
everything,
why
and
she's sick.
that's why she's sick. Yeah.
Sick of you. Sick
So,
of you. Dude,
um,
you
yeah,
did something for this show, something special
I
for this
did.
show,
I
like
did.
20 minutes ago.
Yep. I showered
Shall
just
we
for you
share
guys.
it with everybody?
The shower? We could share the shower. That's cool. Laracon this coming year.
Trust me, it's normally such a bad smell. I can smell it from all the way over here. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
That I took a shower. That was it.
No, it's a Laracon something.
Oh yeah, we can we'll just do like a big native PHP shower time at Laracon. We'll all be there,
Big
right?
native PHP shower time. Great.
Yeah.
Sponsored shower-a-thon.
Ooh. Oh, like the longest, like see if we can do an 8-hour shower or like X dollars for
Just
every
I
hour.
think the, like, Greenpeace would have a go at us about that, so
Right.
maybe just, like, not that long.
Gym streams, that's a cool idea, actually. Dude, we look at all these chat things that we got
I'm
going
like,
on here.
I haven't got to the chat yet. We haven't done
No,
the
I just
thing
see
that
them coming in. I'm trying to
we're gonna
focus,
do.
but
We're gonna put background music that Shane has made for us.
that's it.
Let's do
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna try that. We're actually there's several things we're gonna try today. This is one of them. What do you think?
I think this is it.
What do you think?
Did I pick the right one? It's 15 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds yeah, 14. So yeah, I like it. Let's see how it goes. And we got it on loop. It just kind of sets the vibe. We could
This is too sexy.
turn the lights down a little. Hey, baby.
Okay.
How you doing? Ooh, that's way too
Oh,
bright.
baby.
Way too
Oh man, the chat. There's loads of chat.
Whoa.
Should we? How's it?
How's it?
How's it?
Miguel? All right.
Do you have access to the chat now? Can you show some of these messages?
Oh, let me
Great.
see. Actually, oh yeah, I can. It looks like I can. Let me find one. Let me find a good one. Let's see.
Streams.
I don't know how this was cool to see this morning. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Nuno? If you're still on, what's
So
up,
it
dude?
was was that like at 11:30
I
this morning my
know.
time?
It was like hours ago. I'm ready.
That's
Like a new iPhone is
crazy.
coming out or something. He's camping outside my house.
Uh, I'm not
Yep.
I'm not gonna complain. That's great. Thanks,
Um,
Nuno.
yeah. Good
Yeah.
elevator music. There is bad elevator music too. So your wife is looking concerned. She should be, Safa. Yeah. So this is actually a little bit more upbeat than what I was going to go with. I was just going for like lo-fi, and then Simon's like R&B. So it's basically lo-fi with some trap beat behind it. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. If it's really bad, like halfway through the show, we'll stop it. We'll find something different for next week. But yeah, I think this message right here sums up exactly how I'm feeling.
Yeah. Rockets. Does
Um,
that even show up for everybody? I don't know if it does, you know. I think it shows up as like little squares on the recording.
I don't know. You mean the icons don't load?
I don't know. I'm waiting for it to happen now. I'm watching the stream. And it's like,
Oh, it does. They're little squares. All right. So for everybody that is watching on YouTube, which is probably everybody, those are rocket ships.
yeah,
That sucks. I didn't know that.
that sucks.
Simon, we got a lot to talk about,
Dude,
today.
we can't waste time with this
I
little
know.
squares and rocket ships.
I will start by saying there's a lot to go over here today. There's a lot. Big announcement. And also, Simon and I spent, was it Monday or Tuesday, like 14 hours, probably both days, on a call trying to figure out something. So just to frame, like bring you guys inside our world a little bit here. We're working on version 2. We are so freaking pumped about all the stuff that's coming in version 2. It's really, really feeling like a version 3 and a version 4 now, because last week I kind of drew a line in the sand and I was like, I'm done. We're not doing anymore. We have to draw the line someplace. Let's do docs. And I started working on docs.
So otherwise we would never have stopped.
We still haven't stopped technically, but we have a list and we're sticking to a list now. And it's like, this is it. So there was one big concern I had, and actually you got to remind me because I forget. I remember the solution. This is what we spent all day on the call with about, and I think it had something to do with. All right, so we are Livewire devs. Like I would just consider myself that. No, we both have Vue experience for years and years and years. I think I did Vue for like 8 or 10 years or something. I love Vue. I love you too.
I love you too.
And I love Vince too. And
Vince.
Yeah. We so like we're doing everything, like the whole kitchen sink app really is kind of like our smoke test. Like every time we do any refactors or updates or upgrades, like we all bounce it through the kitchen sink app, and that's constantly being updated with everything that we're doing, because that's like our way to see how it's working on all the devices and all the stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm just really concerned about the inertia crowd, the Vue crowd, the React crowd, the front ends, you know,
just the JavaScript crowd,
the JavaScript world. Because of, and it started really with like the way that we're doing all of the stuff for the native components, because, and you kind of have to go into the way that it works. And we refactored some of that initially. We just started refactoring some of that stuff, but the way that this music is really messing with me.
I'll turn it down.
Yeah. Thanks.
You like you wanna sing what you're
you guys. Oh baby, let me tell you something about native edge components. Sorry, I know it's like all guys in here.
Nothing wrong with that.
So like the whole thing is like, how do we how do we do this? And I think you got to kick me off on this because my train of thought is like on the solution and not on the
Well,
problem
yeah.
exactly.
So my biggest, I mean, you sort of raised it, and I've been thinking it for a while. It's like the JavaScript side. Yeah, it's like we just delegate all of this stuff to PHP, right? Because we're forcing anyone who wants to use like the JavaScript stuff, inertia especially, right? Because we're trying to cater for Laravel right now, and inertia is a big part of that. There's a lot of people that want to use Vue or React or whatever on top of inertia, and it brings a load of benefit. But then it means that you still have to kind of write some parts of your application really in PHP, which is fine because they're probably used to that. But then it means all of the native functionality, you can't, there's no like easy way to call it. You have to create some JavaScript. So you would have to create some brand new JavaScript code on your end as the JavaScript developer that then calls into the PHP side. And then you can run the native
And
functionality.
Wayfinder, I started playing with Wayfinder. Wayfinder really helps out with a lot of that stuff. I don't know if you played with it yet.
Wayfinder is Wayfinder.
It's Wayfinder, actually. So that really does simplify a lot of things.
That's cool.
And but Vince, I asked him a very specific question the other day. I was like, because I know he does like almost exclusively Vue stuff, and I've talked to him quite a bit about other things. But I'm like, don't you? How else would you do this other than in JavaScript making like an Axios post get whatever request to some controller method that is just doing native PHP methods, like just camera get photo or whatever it is. And that's really just, so you're having to do this for every single bit that you have to do this stuff.
Yeah. That sucks.
And it does suck. It works, but it sucks. And the other part of that was like, I keep just going right to the solution. And the solution was, why don't we make an API endpoint internally that you can pass some, you could just call. And I was like, wait a minute, why? We could just like make everything a God method and we can pass a method and the params for that. Then you had this single API endpoint that all it's there to do is just like validate the data that's coming in first off. But if everything is good, it will just delegate those calls to PHP for you. And you could just hit this one single API endpoint. And then to take it a step further, it was like, wait a minute, why not just build a JavaScript, TypeScript component library that wraps all of these calls up for you and just does it for you. So you could just call in JavaScript camera.getPhoto as a method. And it just does all the things. So I think we just go right into our big announcement, man. Do you want to just do the big announcement?
Wait, wasn't that the big announcement?
Well, I'm going to share my screen and just do a demo here.
Oh, wait, which
I
one
told you we were
now?
trying some new things here today. You don't be coy.
Come on then. Come on.
You guys want to see this? So I'm really excited about this. All right, here we go. Check it out.
Yeah.
I've been ready for this. Here we go. This is going to be, so this is not proof of concept. The app that I'm showing right now is going to be the native PHP mobile version 2 Vue open source repo. So everything that I'm showing here, like we have to work through all this stuff, but this is going to be our smoking gun or smoke test, whatever, for all of the JavaScript side of things. And I'm not going to do a ton here. I'm just going to show a few things. And not everything is working right now either. This is very, we've had to go back and like I just refactored every single method that we already had into the God method. So the facades they'll all work. They're all going to work the way that they were. There might be one exception, which we still have to work on. That's push notifications. We're going to make it easier instead of it might break, but it'll make it easier. So do you go back to view from Livewire now? That's a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're gonna really like this, Vince, actually. And it's not to get people off from Livewire at all. All right, let me just go into it. Ready? All right, here we go. I don't know why I got the squiggles, but I got the squiggles.
Wait, I'm gonna pause the music because you
Thanks.
need to focus.
Thank you. That does help, actually. All right,
Let's go.
let's go into a very simple example here. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit and we'll look at some code. And I'm going to do the demonstration and then we're going to walk through it. So this is actually on my phone. Okay. So I just have it plugged in so you can see if I tap this, it's going to open it up on there. So that just opened up the native alert. That's not a JavaScript alert. It's a native alert.
Beautiful.
And then when I click any of the buttons, it's going to give me back the you pressed button. Okay. I think what you really want to look at, if you can zoom in or just hold the phone real close, I'm going to switch it to a different button. I want you to see how fast this works. And I'm going to show you the code because it's not just updating like a view ref. It's going full cycle through everything. But I want you to see how fast this is. I'm going to click cool. Ready? You see it says okay right here. Watch this. Done. It's just that.
Wait, what do you mean it's going full cycle?
All right. So I'm going to show you the code, but I want you to see how fast it is again. I'm going to switch it to cancel. Here it says cool. Watch. 1, 2, 3, click. Done.
What?
So this is how it works. I'm really excited about this. I did bring in ShadCN View, which is cool. I've never played with ShadCN because I've been Livewire forever. So like you just can't use this for Livewire stuff. So it was really fun to kind of play with this stuff. But here we go. So I'm importing, this is going to change. We're going to change this because I'm doing like local development stuff. This is going to change. I'm importing from our little library here, dialog on and off. And so I've got a method here that's just saying open alert. So that's tied to the button. When I press the button, it's going to open alert. And I'm just calling dialog. And now I've got this Fluent API. We talked about this a lot, about passing an object in with all of your options versus doing something like this. And we both agree this is like the better way to do things because it keeps you very tightly coupled to the way that we want you to do things, I guess. Or it's like you can't pass a wrong item in if you're just calling methods that exist on the object or on the class or on the method or whatever. So we're just doing title, alert, message, obviously, and then the buttons. So all of this will be documented. It's not even close to documented right now. And then we're calling show. And this might be something that we talk about a little bit. We're going to work on like all these things, but that's one of them. So if you're familiar at all with native PHP, you will understand that everything that we do, not everything, a lot of things we do are asynchronous. So the alert is a great example of something that's asynchronous. It's going to show the actual alert, right? And then it's just waiting there. It's not like running a PHP, anything that's like waiting for something. It's just like saying, here's the alert. And then when we're done with that alert, we're going to call a callback that you listen for. So if you notice, I also imported on and off. So instead of window.native.on and native.on or which one is it and all that stuff, we now have the ability to on mounted. We're just adding our on, and that's going to do all the stuff that you need to in the back end. We are also going to, like, you can pass in custom events. You can make your own Laravel event and pass it in here. But the ones that we do like by default, we're going to just put these as a const so that you can just like refer to them. So just button press. And that way you could do something like button pressed or something, right? So that it will just be whatever. And then that's like the whole freaking, that's it. So on mounted, we're setting up the listener, and then good boy will always on unmounted, they will turn off that listener for lifecycle cleanup stuff. So we have the off as well. And then, and you probably could just wrap this into like a single something. That'd be kind of cool, actually. But then we call the button pressed event. And that takes the payload. This is what I was saying. It's doing the full round trip thing. So when I call the open alert or the show method, it's going to fire off an AJAX request to our API. It's going to call the alert dot or dialog dot alert function, passing all the parameters to Kotlin or Swift. It's going to open up that native alert. And then whenever you click the button, it's firing off the JavaScript event that we're listening for right here. And so that is just taking the label, and it's just, we're console.logging it as well, but then we have the label.value, and that's just switching it up on the ref. And that is how this is all working. No more having to like set up your own endpoints or, you know, like all that stuff. And in fact, I'm going to show you another demo here, a little bit more complicated, something that I haven't even talked to you yet about, Simon, but
Oh
something that we could
my
ask the
goodness!
people.
Surprises for me as well.
Uh-huh. I know you like it. So
I do.
there's some cool things here. There's some really cool things here. Let's go to microphone. So this is a new API. It says audio recorder. I got to change that because we just changed all the naming of things. But this is going to work kind of the same thing, right? I think it's still called audio demo here. I got to change that. So we set up the
Can you zoom in a little bit?
yeah, but let me get rid of some of this bad code that I don't
Right,
want you
yeah.
to see. There we go. Yeah. All right. So I'll be honest, AI did a lot of this for me, which is really nice. But I gave it a lot of good direction on how to go about things. So this is the difference for this, and I'll explain a little bit about some of these updates and upgrades for version 2 that we're doing as far as like handling files. If you remember from the like the kitchen sink and the way that we've been demoing, it's even in the docs still. Like when you get a photo, when you call get photo, we say we're going to call an event and we're going to pass the path of that photo back to you. And all you got to do is like file get contents and then base64 encode it as a like the image, and you put it into the source, and you can just display it because it has to be in a way that the web, so quote unquote, the web view can render it. And so you can do it that way. You can base64 encode and have like the image PNG, whatever that whole mess is,
Yeah.
right? With V2, we are now giving you that path, but we also give you some really nice hooks for not like having to base64 encode that. We're going to give you hooks for moving that file over. So, and
that you can render it properly in a web view
well, and you
without
don't
all of
lose
those.
it, and you don't lose it. So if you're taking a bunch of
Right.
photos, right, you're gonna have to figure out, you have to put it in storage or whatever. The problem that I ran into was when I started working on the video recorder. Um, with the video recorder, if you take like a 3-minute video on Android, I was running into this. On the event being fired, it was always like crashing the app, and I couldn't figure it out. And it took me like a couple of days to figure out what was going on. With a short video, it was fine. With a long video, sometimes it was fine, sometimes it wasn't. So what was happening is I was using just like a file move, like a native, like storage facade, basically, just to move files. Um, and it was slower than if I were to do it like natively on the device. And we talked a little bit about like that should be calling the device move explicitly, but at least for Android, there are some different libraries that we can tap into that are faster. So if I have like a 400 megabyte video file, which happens, like I do that, I in my testing, I do that now. It would fire off the event and say, hey, render. Actually, that's not even what it was doing. It would the video would always be like the video was not foreground. Actually, those are two different separate problems. There were two problems there, but this one was when we were moving that file, PHP wouldn't finish in time before sending off the event. And so now we give you a nice file, like everybody and their mom has a file facade. We now have a file facade. And it's just got copy and move. So you can just move it from the temporary cache directory that it should be in, or you can move it and it just deletes it from there. It's up to you how you do that. But I want to show you, Simon, how I'm doing this, and we can talk about if we want to include this in native PHP or not. So the way this works, and I'll just do the demo real quick. So I hit record. I've already given the app permission to record me. So that would pop up initially with like, hey, do you want to give access? And then I'll hit stop. And then that's doing its thing. And there it is. And
That is
I've
beautiful.
already given the app permission. All right. So there's that. We also can share. So I can share directly. And
Nice.
the share libraries for both iOS and Android are very simple as long as you have the path to the item. So we need actually the URL for the audio or for photo or for video. We need the URL
Yeah.
to play it, but we need the path in order
Share.
to share it. So we can delete it as well. So the way that that's working is um, I'm importing the microphone, and then we're doing like a bunch of stuff with like, listening for the state and seeing if we're ready, if we're recording and all that stuff to hide and show the buttons. But that's not the important bit. The important bit is, let's find our, oh, it's actually on the top. Sorry, I know I'm going fast. Let me just find what I want to show you. Dun, 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 dun. It is, where's my on mounted? There it is. All right. So when the event fires off, we had this microphone recorded. We could change that. And we're calling this handle recording complete. What this is doing is we're doing an Axios post, and I'm using inertia. I'm using Wayfinder to bring in this store audio and to grab the URL.
Yes,
So I've
that's
got
like your
this.
controller.
Yep, exactly. So I got this store media controller, and I've got this store audio method that takes the path. We're making sure that there's a path there. We're generating a file name. This is the native file move. So we're taking that path that we brought in and we're moving it to the public storage. We're by
Nice.
path, and then I'm sending back. I'm just doing like a little alert or snack bar thing. So we're getting the URL and we're getting the path, and I probably could refactor that a little bit, but we're sending that back. So now that we've got the URL and we've got the path, here's the thing: is this a common enough flow to put it as a controller that you can use in native PHP? I guess that's the question.
Hmm. First of all, this is amazing.
Sorry. Yeah, I haven't given any chance to let me breathe.
This
Let me
is
breathe. Take a
amazing.
break.
Helps
There's so
me.
much more too. But yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna run out of time at this rate.
Mhm.
Um, I would say I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question of whether this should be in the core, but um, yeah, maybe. I think the thing for me with that stuff is when you bring in all these different pieces together and you say, "Oh, this just operates this way," it can lead to people kind of not getting that you can do it differently. Like you can make these things up yourself. But I mean, I guess in theory, if it's all there in the code and they can see it, then they can decide whether it's right for them or not. And if it is a common enough use case, then it should be fine.
Actually, let me this comment right here. That's part 2 of the comment, but that kind of makes me think that we should, and this is why. Maybe we do have, like, if you're transferring a large file, you want to send some sort of another event that says that this is
Mhm.
now complete that you can listen for, and that should
Yeah.
be wrapped up on our side of things.
Yeah, I think that can come from the native side and push, the down the same event system that we've got. Um, yeah, I'm in favor of kind of more of the loose pieces
I
that
know.
let people
Yeah.
string stuff together, but I think some of those patterns will emerge in what we see people doing and asking for, and then making that available when it's right. I think maybe it might be too early to tell.
This is
You know,
another one, that I thought would be, same concept. So this is when I first load this up. So if I record now and I click stop, all right, there's a file there. If I switch to another one and then I come back, go back to, what was it, microphone, it's checking for my, it's checking for that public path and getting all of the files there that I specified. And you can put any directory you want to in here. So that's saying, give me all of the files in that directory, on the public storage disk, which is where you need it to be. And then it's just looping over them and it's creating the media, and then I'm sorting. Like some of this, I mean, maybe we just make this like good examples and people could use.
Yeah,
You know,
that I like.
that's, but I do like that. I love how, like, if you just think through some of this stuff, how easy it is, and the fact that we can just use the Laravel storage facade for all of this stuff now. It's just feels really good. Feels really good.
It's beautiful. Good work, man.
Thanks. Let's do. You want to see a scanner?
Yeah.
Let's see a dirty office.
Oh, flash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick. That got
Yep.
both the QR code and the barcode.
Yep. Because I have a continuous on, and so there's everything I scanned just now. So
That's
all that's
amazing.
working. It's the same concept. This is all going to be open source when it's all ready and we have it all out. Yeah. So it's very exciting. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm real excited. We have to go back and clean up the JavaScript, TypeScript stuff. It is JavaScript and TypeScript. We're using both, so that you can import TypeScript, or you can just do like a script source equals the JavaScript file and have access to all the stuff if you're doing something other than, TypeScript. Which, yeah, it's pretty easy. Like that's a great use of AI, in my opinion, to keep those things in sync.
Yeah.
And I will state we have a big announcement though, right?
Wow. More than this.
Oh, that wasn't the big announcement. No, we got the big announcement. Remember?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm still dreaming about this for a second because I'm just like, wait a minute. You've got a normal, like not library specific, not like React specific or any other like framework, JavaScript library tooling that can tap into like pre-built native functionality through PHP. Doesn't that mean that you could use any JavaScript library or whatever to do this stuff now?
Yep. Yeah, and technically, other than like serving your routes with Laravel and like some of these nice Laravel even that, yeah, I think like we could adapt things. Like you could just create like a Next or a Nuxt app, and not even like Laravel new technically, and we could put it inside of the app for you. I mean, there would have to
Mm,
be some hooks there, but or like a separate, maybe a separate, like there'd be a way to do it, is all I'm saying. Because there's not much here that's very like Laravel centric, right? Like we're doing all the stuff on the back end that you could still call like the storage facade and all this, but there's a world where that could exist where you're not even technically dealing with Laravel, technically, which sounds dirty to me because I'm such a huge Laravel fanboy. I don't want anyone to not use Laravel. They would be using it actually under the hood. So yeah, jQuery would work too. I'm not gonna make jQuery. I'm not gonna make like jQuery plugins. Sorry. I could have AI do it. Speaking of AI, we have the big announcement.
no, it's not AI though. It's not AI. It's real people. It's real stuff.
Well,
We
there's
got a
that
sponsor.
too. There's that too. Well,
We
there's an
well,
AI
yeah.
announcement. You keep. I got to keep you on track here, man. All right, we got to check off
I don't
something here, I
see
think.
I don't see an AI announcement. Where's that?
Oh, all right. So version 2 will have support, ongoing support for Laravel Boost MCP.
Oh,
And
where's that in the notes?
I forgot to put it there. I've been training it for a while, and I've done a couple apps that I've just kind of vibe coded essentially with Laravel Boost. And it is a work in progress. Let me see if I have one on here. I don't know if I do. I bet I do have one on here actually. Let me see. Like a vibe coded. Did I delete it or not? I don't think I deleted it. If it works, I'll share it with you. Hang on a second.
Well, before we go into that,
Go ahead.
We
Yes.
we do we do have our very first sponsor for the show, and we have to read their ad
Dude,
and
can I do it?
yeah.
All
Can
right.
can you
You
do it?
guys.
Wait,
So
let me just I need to share my screen.
I've been talking a lot, but I really want to do this.
Why is the share button not working? Come to me, baby. And then I need to sorry. I should have been ready for this.
It's all right.
I wasn't. That's my bad. But time is moving on. And we can do that now. You can read.
All
Oop.
right. Is it working? There it
Yeah.
is. You guys, we got a sponsor and we're super excited about this. Not just because they're sponsoring Native PHP and Bifrost Technology, but because it's actually an awesome thing. And this is not what they told me to say. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. I used to use Mailtrap back in the day for like local mail testing of things, right? And I'm sure you guys, if you've been around in the Laravel community for a while, that's probably what you used to use. And then other stuff comes out, or like you now have like Herd, it's built into Herd. And before that, there was Hello, and I was using that for a while. But Mailtrap actually does real email also, and they are trusting us to tell all of you that. So this is what I have to read. Ready? Mailtrap, modern email delivery for developers. Integrate straight into your code with SDKs, unified transactional and promo email delivery, 24/7 support. You contact people, not AI chatbot. 3,500 emails monthly in the free tier. You can try it
Wow.
right now at mailtrap.io today. And that's it. I got to add to that. They were very excited. One of their big things that I think that they want everyone to know is that their support actually is real people. It's not some AI chatbot. You can actually get hold of somebody real. I think like that's a great thing if like it's going to be competitive in pricing with everything else that's out there. We were using Mailgun. They give you like a free 14 days, I think, or 30 days, and then it's $35 a month. We're switched over to Mailtrap because it's just like for 3,500 free email tier, that's just going to save us that much money. And if we go beyond that, it's still competitive in pricing beyond that. So
Mm.
go give Mailtrap a shot. Give them another look at your next project or the any current projects that you've got. Bifrost has moved over and Native PHP has moved over because it actually just makes better business sense for us. And they're awesome. If you have a problem, you just talk to somebody. And that's it. Mailtrap sponsoring Native PHP, Bifrost Technology.
Great job, dude.
Yeah.
I that's amazing. I didn't even know, like when we started talking with them, that they did proper full mail anymore. Like it was always
Yeah.
the
I didn't
sandbox
know.
testing thing.
I did not know.
And not only that, but they do it at a very, very good price and like a huge free tier. Like we wouldn't spend any money on that free tier right now.
Yep.
That was amazing.
Yep. Well, our newsletter is growing, I would say.
Mm.
And so are you ready for the big announcement? You think it's time? Oh, first, let me show this. This is part of the big announcement. Let's see. Entire screen. So this is an app. It's been like a week, probably. We did a week and a half. I've done a lot since then. This is not the code for that. That's the other code. But I vibe coded this in 10 minutes. So I trained what's it called? Boost a little bit and just kind of worked back and forth and got this to a place where I was pretty happy. So here is it working. So my son is Carson and my name is Shane, and we're gonna go bowling. So we're gonna go bowling, and I was just like, use all the regular bowling rules and keep track of stuff. So this is frame number one. Carson's up, he's going, he's bowling, and he got a strike. And there we have like the strike, and you can see like the scorecard down here. And then now it's my turn, and I got a 9. And then I got a 1, so I got a spare. Cool. So it keeps track of all this stuff. I got a spare, and then Carson got a strike, and then I got a strike, and we're just gonna keep going through and like make strikes for everybody. You can see it's got like turkey and 6-pack and all that stuff down here, which is pretty cool. It's keeping track of all the score, and then let's just go through and see, when is it ended. So Carson won by 10 points. And all of this was even with the native stuff. It was all made with Claude Code in like 10 minutes. It was like, like it got a couple things where I was like, it was using like some like very small inputs or whatever, and I was like, no, this is a mobile app, make it like more, bigger touch inputs or whatever. And so it just did everything, and it worked. So like very simple example here, but example nonetheless. And the sky's the limit for where we're going to go with that stuff.
Fantastic.
So that was
I
it.
really want to build more apps. Like I don't feel like I build enough apps right now. But
So
it's like dog fooding the whole thing is really, really critical.
yeah, I agree. I agree. And that's kind of how I did this. It was like my third app doing this. And so I would just go back and forth to the Claude or to the Boost document. And like anytime it got something wrong, I would just go back and fix what it got wrong and tell it
Mhm.
about more things that we are. And I'm using Claude to make the document, which is even better. Like I can just chat with Claude to update the script that's updating the code. So we're going to have to go back and retrain, and that's going to be an ongoing process as we do stuff. So it will come out with V2 though. The file's already in there. You can play with all of this stuff right now, actually, if you pull the Vika branch, which we have a PR
Yeah.
waiting for that. But um, so Simon, you want to tell them the big news?
Wait, was that game built on Vue?
It was not. It was Livewire. We started working on the JavaScript stuff after I started working on that stuff. So no, I have to go back and train it on the JavaScript, TypeScript, and so that it can start working on all that stuff.
Cool. There's a couple of other things I'm gonna squeeze in. So you showed some of the microphone stuff. I think it's worth saying that came about because of a customer. They sponsored that work.
Yep.
So that was Innotech, a German agency. So we've got microphone support thanks to them.
Yep.
We had a competition winner on the Twitter competition.
Yeah.
Who was that?
It was the. Oh man, I should have reminded
Vivek,
myself. Was it
I
the
think it was, wasn't it?
football? It was the quick pick football something or other.
I don't remember the app
It
actually.
was
I'm really bad.
Vikas, I think his name is. Congratulations to him.
Oh,
He got the most likes on the comments of the tweet, and got a free year of Bifrost Thor
yeah.
$990 value. So
Congratulations.
so
Well
I'm
done.
like, dude, just go ship more apps. Just keep shipping apps
We
now.
should do competitions like that all of the time.
We've talked about this. We want to. I want to do like a huge prize. I want to do like give someone a MacBook. Vivek, that's his name. Thank you, Punny Pal. Um, I want to do like a MacBook Pro or something, plus a Bifrost subscription, plus a Max license, plus like a Lambo. Just go crazy. Just go crazy.
Just not a real Lambo, right? Just one of the
Well,
little foam ones.
someday maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's it could be classed as a tax write-off, no?
It could be
Okay, so I still see like
40 things.
yeah,
There's a
I'm gonna
ton.
say huge, huge announcement.
All right,
PHP 8.5 was released yesterday.
that's big. That's a
That
big.
is, you know what? I can support PHP 8.5 on native PHP
What?
today.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait a minute. You sure?
I am. Do you want to see it?
You did this and you didn't. Now I'm behind. Wait, was it because it was in alpha that it didn't work yesterday? Is that why? You don't know
You can,
about on Android side. Oh, you're making me. I don't know, man. I'm nervous now.
I'm gonna show you
All right, all right, all right. Go ahead. Show me.
just to prove it, you know? Come on, share again. This one. No. Oh, heard. Interrupted me. This is it.
That's beautiful, dude.
This is on a simulator. Oh, well, that's not helped because it's zoomed
There
out.
you go. Yeah, cool.
But it's PHP 8.5. Dude, it
Hell yeah.
works.
And look at all that liquid glass.
Oh gosh, I know.
That's
It's
beautiful.
beautiful. That's gonna do something weird. Yeah, ignore that. This is a. I should not have shown
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. It's all right. You know, we're all developers talking to developers, so they get it.
that.
They get it.
PHP 8.5 is almost ready to go. We'll, yeah, I'll get the Android side working as well, and then we'll roll that out.
Yeah, I
But
gotta
I'm kind of
test.
happy about that.
So before the official release, I did some testing on my side and it was breaking. So I do want to go back and verify that on my side. Um, we can be on different versions. No, we kind of can't for this big one because someone might use the pipe operator and it
Yeah.
would not work on my side. So we'll make sure that's going and good. And I mean, yeah, we'll work through it, which would be nice. Good job, Simon. That's a surprise to me, dude. Good job. Yeah. He's not just a pretty face, folks.
Um. Yeah. What's next?
Oh, dude. All right. This actual big surprise, like for real, the
Okay.
actual big announcement, the actual one. So let me
I'm
go
all
through.
ears.
No, for real, like for real this time. Let me pull this up. Let me do this. I have a list here. Edge, element, definition, and generation engine. All of the native components, the side navigation, the bottom navigation, the top bar, bottom nav, showing the badges, glass. It's using Compose Material 3. All of the new APIs. We have video recorder. We have network, which I should show you guys. It's pretty cool to see actually, but the QR barcode scanner, the microphone. The new on listener attribute. Oh, I'm sorry. The new on native. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Livewire. The on
Oh
native. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll show you guys something cool on that side.
Oh, we
The
can just talk about it.
All right, let's do it. Do I have any code to show? No, we could just say it. So you
Yeah.
guys, if you're Livewire now, when you're listening for a native event, you use the on attribute
Attribute.
decorator.
Yeah.
Um, and you pass in native colon as a string and then you dot then whatever the class name is, right, of the thing that you're listening for, button pressed colon colon class or whatever.
Mm.
We created our own attribute that just overrides or extends Caleb's on attribute that is on native. So you don't have to do the native colon prefix now anymore. You just use the on native, import that from native PHP, and you don't have to type in all that stuff. So it's just on native attribute. Yeah, super like DevX up, 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 up.
I
Um,
love that.
it is nice. It's very nice. You don't have to think about it.
I love Livewire.
And boost support,
Yeah.
starter template.
Mm. What?
So I used Boost to generate a starter template that I've got.
Wait, is
Uh,
that gonna be Livewire or something else?
right now it's Livewire, but it's really more of like how you would flow with things. So it's got like a middleware for checking secure storage, and it hooks up to like an API endpoint. It's not front
Okay.
end agnostic, but you very much could make it front end agnostic. Uh, so yeah, so starter template. The
Yeah.
idea behind that is like make it as minimal as possible. First of all, because we don't need anything else distracting us that we're
Mm.
gonna have to pour support into. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, this is a very common flow. When you have some third party API endpoint, or not third party, but your own endpoint, and you're authenticating that with Sanctum, you're passing a token back. It's like, let's just wrap this up and ship it. Like, just give it to everybody. This is the way that we are saying this is how you should do it. So let's just do it for them. It's not even
Yeah.
using like Saloon or HTTP macro. It's just like I just made like a very rudimentary. I didn't make it. Actually, Boost made it. I just told Boost to go and do it, and it did. It almost one shot it. Like it was pretty
Love it.
good. So I don't think that'll come out on the same day as V2 release, but it's very, very, very soon after.
Mm.
Um,
That's cool.
the whole updated kitchen sink. That's going to be out in a couple days on
Oh,
Android. Actually, it's already on Android. It's got to be refactored a little bit because we've done some changes since then.
mm,
Plus, the kitchen sink view is also going to be out as soon as we can get that done. Again, might not be on the release date. The camera gallery namespace picker. I don't know why I put that. There's something in there for that. Camera gallery. I must have had a thought there. I'll come back to it. All of the JavaScript, the native PHP, JavaScript, TypeScript support, call methods, all that stuff, the on, the off, all of the stuff we just showed directly from Vue, Inertia, React, etc. The
mhm,
whole asynchronous Fluent API stuff, and passing in custom events for everything, fully supported, very easily fully supported for all the custom events. So you can pass in
mhm.
whatever custom event you want to into any of these Fluent API methods, and it will call your method. And that's a security thing, actually, that we discovered a while ago, where if you had two events, like one global event listener and one like inside of a component that were both listening for like an alert, button checked, received, whatever, button
Yeah.
pressed, it would fire off both of them and you could end up with some wonky things. So we're also adding IDs to all those so you can check if the ID matches the one that you're expecting, then you fire off only. It's for security.
Wait, how
So
long does this list go on? Have we got
that's
enough
it. That
time?
was the last one. That was the last
Oh,
one.
right. Whew,
So this
good
is what
lord.
version 2 is. All of these things. All of these things.
I'm gonna have to rewind and watch all of that again. I
I
can't
am out of
remember.
breath. I can't even tell them. When are we
You've
coming
missed
out with this,
one.
Simon?
You've missed one that I did
I
this morning.
probably did. Oh, 8.5?
No, we've
Oh,
said that already.
oh.
But our own native command, not art. So you don't
Oh,
do PHP artisan native colon something. You can
right.
just do native run
Native run.
or native install.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super, super clutch.
And somebody's just mentioned it in the chat. I didn't hear it when you were saying it, but
Oh,
hot
right.
reloading?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
proper hot reloading, not
Yeah.
just our refresh loading?
Yeah. So we worked through all that
Yeah.
on iOS the other day. I've got to get Android caught up to that, but we know exactly what we have to do in that space. We'll spend a few hours this weekend or early next week and get that completely done.
Mm.
Simon, Simon,
Hoo-wee.
Simon, I say we roll this commercial.
What commercial?
You know the one.
The commercial?
Do it. Do it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if they're ready for this.
It's too much. It's too much.
Oh, oh.
Oh, baby.
I gotta turn the volume up.
Slim, man. Yeah. I'm at a rare tip. Tell them all just stand down to the cup goal and the stands clear.
I want that music to carry on. It's
I
so
know.
good.
Yeah, dude. We've been teasing this for weeks, I think. Here it is.
Discounts.
So here it is. You ready? You just saw it. 40% off of any Bifrost plan. Thor and Hella. Is that right? Or is it any? Is it any?
Thor and Hella plans.
It's on
Yes.
Thor and Hella. And if you get an annual plan, so you can get 40% off the monthly or whatever, right?
Yep.
But if you get an annual, you get a max license for free.
So you
Instead
get
of just a
40%
mini.
off 1 month or 1 year.
I'd rather get 40% off a whole year, right?
Ooh. And you get a free max license
And a
with it as
max
well.
license.
Oh my goodness.
When does this start?
Friday. Next
On
Friday.
Friday. What else happens on Friday? Do it.
The chickens fly the coop.
Yep. Version 2, baby. Version 2. Version 2 will come out on Friday.
How can you do that? How can you do it all, Shane?
I've been teasing my my secret sauce here.
That's why you keep scanning the barcode so you can buy more.
Yeah.
You'll be able to do that with native PHP soon.
Yeah.
Buy more Pepsi. Oh, I mean Coca-Cola.
No, not Pepsi. Yeah,
Um, right. I've Well, we should announce this properly. Like a video on the stream isn't enough.
tweet it, dude.
I'm doing it.
Tweet it. Yeah, send it out.
Send it. Where is it?
So,
Here we
and I will
go.
say, like, we're very good at telling everybody how you could cheat the system. You can go right now and get a $19 Loki monthly thing. You get a free mini license with that. Cancel your subscription. We're telling you like how you can hack us, right? Cancel your subscription
Hack the
and keep the
system.
license for a year. You get free updates for a year. Technically, you can do that. However, here's another hack. If you bought like a early access license for $250 that's going to renew in like April or whatever, go ahead and get the at least the hella for $300, $50 more, and you get the max license still. Plus, now you're getting basically you're spending $50 more and you're getting a whole year of Bifrost. So,
Wow.
yep.
Whoa.
So
That's a lot of savings.
we know full well, like, because we're consumers too. We know exactly like how do we get the best out of this, right? Yeah, we always deploy on Friday. I deploy every day.
I'm gonna go one further.
What's up?
What if we let people who are on newsletter get into it a few days before Black Friday?
Do it.
You do
Yep.
it.
Okay. I don't know how. I'm always doing the JavaScript stuff, dude. You do the newsletter thing. Yeah. So
I'm
what
gonna
was
do
it?
the newsletter. Don't worry. I'll do.
So we'll send out a newsletter. We'll send out a broadcast next week, earlier than Friday, that will have the coupon. So
Coupon next week. Newsletters.
if you already have a Bifrost subscription, does it stack? No. Technically, no. Right? This technically would give you another.
But
Oh,
if you've
have a
already
Bifrost.
got one,
Oh
you
yeah,
could upgrade
yeah,
to,
yeah,
and it'll work.
yeah. Actually, it would. Yeah, yeah.
And
That
you
should
might
work.
even get that prorated as well, because I think we've got that set up to prorate.
I think that's right. Yeah.
But if you have any issues with that, just you know where to
Let us
find
know.
us.
Yeah, let us know. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you, Bobby. Bobula.
Do you? Maybe we talked about this before, but I think it's really nice to have the max licenses on the annual and Thor and Hella plans. Should we just keep that going?
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay, job done.
Done.
That
Yep.
was easy.
I'm
So
not-
everybody gets a max license now on when you upgrade to the annual
Yep.
or Hella.
Yep.
That's good. Okay. I like
Merry
that.
Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy whatever you guys do in Europe. That's not Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday. Black Friday. Yeah, and Cyber Monday. And so Black Friday is going to go from Black Friday to that deal is going to be on until December 1st, right? Monday or Tuesday, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's the second. Is it the second or the
The
first?
first
Oh no,
at
it's
midnight or
first.
something.
Yeah, like midnight on the second. So
Christoph, peace, yo. Peace, Christoph.
ciao ciao.
Odin. When will we bring Odin? That's a great question. Technically, is that what we call? I don't know if that's what we call like partnership deals or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
No, we haven't used Odin yet. We can save that one for a back pocket thing later on.
Yep. You get a max and you get a max. That's great. Love it. I know we've got more. Oh, can I tell you a story?
Yeah, story time is always good. Wait, can I just? You nestled in really. I was like, whoa, what? V2 is coming out next Friday.
Yep. So if you've been waiting for a deal, like this is like how much better you getting all this. Look at this freaking list, you guys. It took me an hour just to write the list out, you know? It's insane.
7 words.
Boost, the starter template, the JavaScript stuff, all of the new APIs, the native stuff, you know, I'm excited. I can't wait to start vibe coding me some apps. I'm gonna make some cool stuff. We'll make some cool stuff. Actually, no, I'm gonna
Question.
work on the.
Are we able to convert our native PHP license over to Bifrost?
Doesn't that work already? Yeah, I think that works.
I don't know what that means.
So they deleted it. Oh no, they didn't. I just
No, it just
scrolled.
moved. Yeah.
So the license for native PHP is separate than Bifrost. Those are two separate products. Okay. Bifrost is for you to take your native PHP app that you already have a license for, right? And you can now ship it. We'll do the build for you and you'll ship it to the app stores and manage all that within your team, and versioning and over the air updates are coming soon, and all sorts of goodies are coming there. When you first sign up for Bifrost, it asks you if you already have a native PHP license. It doesn't give you any discount at all, but if you just get a Bifrost subscription, it's going to give you a mini license. With a mini license, you can only build and manage one app. So if you're on a Hella or Thor plan, technically we allow you to manage and whatever distribute more apps, but your license doesn't give you access for that. So you can't reuse that same license. But if you plug in, say you have a Max license, you plug that into Bifrost, you use that license on Hella or Thor, and you can then build and distribute all of the apps you want to on Bifrost then. So that's how that works.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm going to bring the music back.
That's cool. Let's do it. I wanted that rap thing though. That sounded better than this. It's too slow. I don't like it.
Oh, but now all of the big stuff is out of the way, and I can just relax.
There's a couple things.
Wait, what? No, you said you were going to tell a story. Let's use this quiet time to tell a story.
Story time. Grab a chair, pull it up, children. I'll tell you a story. No. So, my son's in Boy Scouts, and he's going this weekend to on a camping trip. Yesterday, they asked for everybody to show up and just get everything packed up and into the trailer, and so we don't have to do it today. And so we go, and I'm talking to a guy that I went in the summer. We go to a summer camp. I went for a week with this guy, and I haven't really talked to him since. But he knew that we were working on version 1.1 or something back then. And he's like, "How's it going with this? And how's it going with that?" And I'm like, "Man, you don't even know." And I'm like, all of these things. And he's a developer. He works at Zillow. He works in the mortgage department for Zillow, but he does JavaScript, lots of JavaScript stuff. And so I was telling him about the JavaScript stuff that we're doing now, and I'm explaining the endpoint because he understands this stuff. I'm explaining the endpoint and how we don't have to call into PHP directly. You can just do a JavaScript call that does all these things, and it handholds you, and we're supporting it fully. And he's like, I wonder if I could get Zillow. Now, this is not like an announcement or anything. I'm not working with Zillow yet. We're open to it. But I was like, hold on, let me just show you. And so I go and I grab my phone and I'm showing him the kitchen sink app, which is I'm very proud of this. I'm very proud of the kitchen sink app.
I'm proud of you.
It's very beautiful and elegant. And you have all this liquid glass.
Can't hear you now.
All this liquid glass.
There we go.
And it's very snappy, and it just works if I can hit the right buttons. And so I'm showing him. Wow, it's very hard to do with the camera in reverse.
You're very good at this, though.
I don't know what I'm doing. It's not easy. Anyway, this was what I did in the story when I was talking to him.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, so I'm flying through it and I'm showing him all this stuff, right? And it's after showing him 4 or 5 different things, he's like, holy shit, dude. He's like, if you didn't tell me that was a web view or a PHP, he's like, I would never have known. He's like, I wonder if I could build some stuff with this. I'm like, well, if you use Cloud Code, you can get a license, you can use Boost. And I told him about Boost because he's not in the Laravel world at all. You could vibe code stuff and just get started with it. And he's like, he's like, this is unbelievable. He's like, I can't believe you guys did this. I'm like, I know, man. It's crazy, So that was my story. It was really cool. It was more confirmation, affirmation, whatever, outside of our community of just a person off the street, right? Showing them an app and them saying that is snappy. I wouldn't think that it's not a native. It is native. It is native PHP, right? It It is native. It's just a web view. So I think even Apple uses web views in a lot of their stuff. So
They do, it turns out.
Yep.
They do. And they have like sneaky secret CSS rules that make it look even more native, which is not fair because I don't think they'd let anybody use those.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe one day. But it's I think this whole journey of like trying to build native apps with web views has made me realize something even more than I already thought it. The web is really, good technology. And PHP has been focused on the web for a really long time. So you've got this amazing combination of tools that are built for this thing that now works on a phone. And it just feels like it fits so well.
I want to answer a couple of these things here.
Yeah, go.
No, you're right. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I agree with you.
Go.
How would build management work without Bifrost? So under the hood, Bifrost calls, and this is going to be in the docs, just so you know. We're not trying to pull one over on anybody. We're not limiting, like you can't just build with Xcode or Android Studio unless you're using Bifrost. Bifrost actually calls a command inside of NativePHP called package. And so it's not documented right now, but it is all there. It is going to be, it already is documented. I need your approval and we'll have to refine it a bit, but you can run the native package command and you have a credential, you have your credentials basically inside of your package in a git ignore sort of file, and you just specify paths to your credentials in the env, and it will make your IPA and it will ship it up to the App Store Connect into TestFlight, and it will also give you the AAB for Android Studio or for Cloud Console, Google Console, Play Store, and you can drag and drop it in there. So all that stuff is actually how I built Bifrost. The command underneath it was by doing that locally. That way I could just call it from the containers we're running this stuff in.
Cool.
Next, I'm so down to do something like this. Turn on the camera during vibe coding. That would be so fun. We should do a like a Wednesdays with Shane or Wednesdays with Simon.
That would be so good.
We could do
like
that.
Actually, I think we've done so much of it together as well that there's like good lessons to be learned about how to do it well and how to do it really badly.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really cool. We should do that. I think we could do like, I don't know, it's difficult because it's time. It takes time and preparation. You don't want it to be too boring, but
we really appreciate this. We really appreciate this. We know that in the very early days, we could see the future of where this is going, and where we're standing now on the precipice of V2 coming out, looking at what a V3 will look like, being completely and fully native, and all using the same tools and language that we all love. And we know that we are, especially looking really close under the hood at React Native and Flutter and the problems and the pain that developers have, how we're just already solving those problems without even trying to, because we're building it the Laravel way, which is make it developer friendly first. Start with the code that you want to write and then wire it up in the back without forcing too much. You have to let the device do what the device, that's why the barcode scanner works the way that it does. I'm just letting the device do the barcode scanning. That's all that it's doing. And then I just send the event back to Laravel. That's why I feel so very confident about all of these APIs and everything we're doing here, because we're not forcing it. We just figured out a way to bridge the two, you know?
Yeah, it's almost too easy. Like, it makes me wonder why. I mean, it may be just like historically or for other reasons, but things like React Native and Flutter have kind of gone down these paths that mean that you kind of have to stick in their ecosystem and not use all the open tools that are there. And yeah, it's free and everything, but it's just like, I remember reading some comments a few months ago, maybe it was not that long ago, about people trying to get liquid glass support in Flutter. It's like it's going to be basically impossible, or it's going to take ages, or whatever. And always there's comments around like all of the packages that React Native has, and all of these dependencies that are kind of outdated or old or whatever. I'm just like, gosh, this is a minefield. I don't really want to build anything like that. And, it's sort of just seeing the little fringes of the things that people don't enjoy about those things drives me to want to make a really, really good ecosystem around this stuff. And I think that means we have to rely upon the native features of the device. You have to use those to the fullest, because that's what they've been built for. And we've done that, and we've made it like really accessible. I'm stoked, man. I can't wait to see where this goes, because it's like
the how do I say this? I feel like someone like Google with Flutter, I feel like anytime something new comes out, changes, updates, they're Google. They're just going to throw money at the problem. They're not going to really solve it inherently, that we are starting with it, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, that's exactly right. Flutter's class inheritance hell. That's exactly right. And it's because we are very opinionated as well, but we are Laravel developers, meaning we like to build things that we don't have to worry about at 2 o'clock in the morning. 100% fires happening and all this stuff. We're not going to we're just not going to build it that way. And it's, this right here. Yeah. So there's a pull request. All right. So all the docs are on the nativephp.com. You just go to github.com/nativephp/nativephp.com, I think is what it is. And there's a pull request for docs. Now it's all subject to change, so take it with a grain of salt, but there's a pull request out there. There's a branch, I think it's called V2 docs or something like that. You can take a look at those. You want to talk about this? Because I already know what we're going to do.
I think I already know what we're going to do. We should talk about it. Yeah. Well, what else have we got on the list, and how much time have we got? We got about 15 minutes. There's a couple of other things I really want to get to, but yeah, let's talk about this.
So it actually kind of goes along with this. So right after V2 is out, we're going to take 2 days to spend with family, which means I'll sit on the couch with the family around me while I'm still working. And
I'm just going to stare at a wall like 6 inches from it.
And all right, so plugin development is going to be the next big thing on my plate that I really can't wait to get into. So allowing developers to create, because now actually everything is now migrated over to the God method. All of our APIs now, they're not calling any of that's what 8.5 that you compiled today has taken all of that stuff out. Yep. It's all God method stuff. So it's one method to rule them all. And we're exposing that to developers so they can create their own Kotlin and Swift, and they can build packages, plugins that other developers can just compose or require and install and maintain and all that stuff. So that's the next big thing that is going to, I think in a lot of ways, is going to actually take some of the burden off of our shoulders for any new APIs, because it'll be easier to be like, why don't you just make a plugin? Just go vibe code a freaking plugin for, I don't know, artificial reality or something something, whatever you want to do. You can do
artificial reality. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's going to be massive as well, because it means that we're, sort of crowdsourcing functionality, because, then we don't have to build all of the different things that people want. They can sort of build it themselves or wait for somebody else to build it, which would be very cool. I would like to see that become a sort of marketplace. The more, we've talked about this before, but the more and more I think about it, you know, I think it's so nice when you go to like the Filament site, for example, and you see all the plugins.
Yep.
Or
For sure.
I'm gonna say it wrong, whatever way I say it. Statamic.
That you got it right.
You get it right this time. Yeah, the Statamic site, and you go, oh, there's all these things, so it doesn't, you know. I mean, it's true of WordPress as well, arguably, and that's one of the great things about WordPress in some respects, is, or at least why it got so popular, because you didn't have to build all of the stuff. You know, you didn't have to employ a developer to do all the stuff. You could just plug it in. And they've got these huge directories of plugins, all of them.
Augmented reality, not artificial reality.
Yeah. We use the word virtual when we're talking about
That's the word.
artificial.
Artificial reality. That's
I
made
like
up my
that.
own. That's where I live, you guys.
Augmented intelligence. This is the next phase of AI, where it's straight in your brain. That feels like it would be really nice if we can then like surface these community projects through NativePHP.com and all of that kind of thing, and maybe even help people sell them.
And we could have like officially supported like first party ones too, right? We can make our own like that. This is the right way to do this, you know, for whatever it is, right? Just more examples to empower other people. I want to talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. We're excited. We're excited that you're excited. And here's what we're going to ask. We only have one mouth each that we let the public know about. And we can only shout as loud as we can. And we need all the help we can get to bring in more and more and more people into NativePHP. That's what's inspiring us. That's what Simon singing is all about. His songs, you should read his poetry, guys. It's all about tweets and Punyapel and artificial reality. And no, but on a serious note, like, please tweet, please retweet. Every time we tweet something from the NativePHP, it's like, please retweet this. Please spread the word like wildfire, because we know we're going places. It's just a matter of time before every app in the App Store is built with NativePHP, and I know it. And it's just going to help, you know, fund more cool things. We have so many plans. I was like, man, if I could just hire 10 people, I would have all this done. You know, it's just going to be awesome. So
if only.
All right, that's enough. I'll get off my soapbox. You have some things that you want to. There's a couple things we have to talk about.
I do. It's not going to be singing related. I'm not going to sing anymore.
I was like,
well, I had somebody reply to one of our tweets, like saying that they were going to get a NativePHP client. Potentially, they were like pitching NativePHP to a potential client, and the client ended up going with React Native, and they said it was because we didn't offer trial licenses. The truth is, I have been giving people trial licenses. I think right now it's set to like a couple of months where you can just you can get updates for a couple of months. You can try everything out. But you can't get it directly. Like, you have to come to us, basically. I don't know if we should formalize that in some way, but I feel like that's a kind of a good thing to be saying out loud a little bit more. Is like, you know, we're happy for people to try it out as long as they respect the license. And we're not just going to give it away right now to be able to do that.
That devalues what everybody else that's already paid for it as well. Like, that's,
yeah, exactly.
You know,
and it will be short-lived, and you won't be able to release apps with it, but it will be a full license so that you can kind of try everything. But then that always leads me down the path of like, but what if we could make it so that you could build your apps and kind of try it out without having to worry about any of that? And you showed some of that last week, and I think this is another thing that we should work on immediately after V2. The Jump app.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that to me is probably the pinnacle of what we could do, I think.
Yeah.
When you scan a barcode, you just Laravel new. In fact, I like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, you could just build a JavaScript app and get this thing. Like, it would just shell it into, somehow we figure that out, right? Like, there's routes that you have to consider and a couple things, but you could just make a JavaScript app and click a button and see it on your phone immediately as a real app with native functionality.
Yeah, so like if the Jump app could handle both a Laravel application that's got native PHP or would have native PHP installed, and it could handle just like a JavaScript application that tries to use the JavaScript APIs. And in either case, it would just suck it into the phone and then be able to demonstrate features.
Yeah, you could like I guess I'm just thinking like more from like we had the web.php that we do routing, but you could do Vue router or React router or whatever. Like, they have their own routing stuff. You're just like, I don't think that's, I think you could, I think it would all just work. Actually, we could detect what that route is from the outside to show, like, if you have a native navigation on the sidebar, like if that is the current active, whatever. Yeah, all that. We'll talk about it. I think we could get there someday.
Cool. Yeah, so Jump app, plugins. I think that's our roadmap for the next
couple months,
probably for a while.
Yeah.
There are some other cool things actually, but I think we're sort of running out of time, so I'm not gonna
say one
we'll
last.
leave those to next week.
I'll say one last one. On December 16th, I'm speaking at the Laravel Worldwide Meetup.
Oh yeah.
Sponsored by Vehicle, I believe. I think it's sponsored by them or somehow. Vehicle does it, runs it.
Yeah, they
did
run
a
it.
live stream, and I want to get everybody in there. I want them to be like, holy crap, we've never had 5,000 people on a live stream ever, and it's because of native PHP. I just want to show everyone up and like, let's do it. And I was talking to I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but it's going to be awesome.
Well, there's like what was it, the 16th?
The 16th, December 16th.
So V2 is going to be well stable. We're going to have PHP 8.5 running. We've got the JavaScript stuff.
Boost.
Like,
We'll vibe code. I'll vibe code a freaking app on live stream. How about that?
That's a great idea.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. That'd be fun.
That would be really cool. Do that.
Yep. And then I think we'll end on this one. Jigger is speaking tomorrow in India at a meetup.
I did see that.
On native PHP, I think, or mobile apps. I'm guessing it's native PHP, right?
Hopefully it's native PHP.
Let's crash the internet. Yes. Let's Taylor Swift the Laravel Worldwide Meetup. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so good luck with that, Jigger. That sounds like fun. And yeah, I mean, I can't, if people want to speak about native PHP, I feel free to ask for advice or support and all of that kind of stuff. I absolutely want you to speak about it. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll support however we can. And if you want to plan to do a meetup in the future, whoever you are that's listening to me right now, just let us know if we can support you somehow. We'd love to spread the word about what we're doing here. That's really like the biggest thing that we could ask for right now is just more and more attention being brought to the project. And it's not about us. It's not about vanity. It's not about trying to grow something that maybe doesn't have a place to grow. We know that this is the future of all mobile development. We are industry, what's it called? Industry, what's it called? What's that word? Industry,
don't know.
You know, destroyers, whatever. We're gonna upset the industry. Disruptors. That's it. Thank you so much.
Like Star Trek.
Yes. I don't know that.
That's something else.
It was pretty cool though. So this would be super cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, maybe we're going there, right?
Maybe someday.
Maybe one day. Okay.
So, yeah. All right, guys. I think the next time we talk will be on Black Friday.
Oh, I
On the
didn't think
release
about
of
that.
V2. We could tag. We'll tag on live stream. How about
Oh,
we
that's
tag it on
great.
live stream?
Yes.
That would
Nothing
be
like launching on a
wonderful.
Friday.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end of the live stream, because then there's like something blows up and we're like, oh shit, we gotta fix this. I don't want to deal with issues. Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Good one, dude. I am pumped, but I am exhausted now.
Yeah, you look really, 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 really tired.
I've had my contact lenses in all day and they are irritating me now.
Well, sorry. I'm gonna go back to work, man. I'm excited to get this JavaScript done and finished. I'm right at the end of it all. Right at the end of it, and get this. I got a little list of things that I got to get done, and I'm real excited about it. So, cheers till the next time, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out as always, and we will see you next week. Click the button.